What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Zenn Magic. Today we're going to learn one of my favorite openers ever. This is a trick I've been meaning to teach for a long time, and I was originally going to do a performance with it, but I decided not to because I've been holding it off too long. But I will be in some street magic videos, and you've seen me perform it before because I did it in my ambitious card routine. So let's learn the card to mouth. Alright, so the trick we're going to be learning is, like I said, my favorite opener. And it looks something like this. You have the spectator say stop wherever as you riffle. Let's say right there. And that's the card, King of Clubs. Alright, so King of Clubs, you show it around, place it somewhere in the middle of the deck, and have them push it in. And the card ends up in your mouth. Now, originally I was going to do performance, like I said, because I wanted to show exactly how the trick worked in performance, but I decided against that. So it will be in a performance if we ever do street magic stuff, but for right now I'm just going to show you a trick. There's an airplane. It's an airplane while we're filming. Okay, whatever. So this is going to use everything we've taught, which is, well, one thing. You're going to need a bit of misdirection, and you're going to need to know the tip over change. If you haven't seen the tip over change video, you can go watch that first, because you will need to know how to do it for this tutorial. I will go into it a little bit. Basically, you're going to pull down with your pinky the bottom card and transfer it to a thumb break, like that. And then wherever they say stop, you're going to show them the card. And then as you turn it back over, it gets dropped on top. Just like that. Now you're going to open up this packet and place it a little bit in. The reason you want it like this is so that they don't have any obligation to check. Just like how when we did the flying card, it's similar. You don't want them to have a reason to like try and check to see if it's still the card, so you only put it in about this much, and then you thrust it forward and say go ahead, push that in for me. And if you were standing, you would be at waist level, but this can also be done sitting. You would just go down like lower than the table and say push that in, and as they're pushing it in, you're just gonna take this, come out, and put it in your mouth. And the best thing about this trick is when you do it for stage. If you saw my magic show at my school, I added it to the ambitious card routine at the end. And what's great about doing it for stage, and even for large groups, is it only fools the person you're doing it for. Everyone else can see the card in your mouth, but they don't say anything until the person who's actually pushing the card in looks up. So it's a really great trick that only fools one person, which makes it the perfect opener. So when we talk about openers, an opener is supposed to do a few different things. It's supposed to, drop any doubts the spectator has about you. You come up to someone and you ask them if they want to see magic, and they're like, oh, this kid's probably like, new. It's like, sure, I'll see his trick. So you do an opener that says, oh, this guy's actually serious. And it also diffuses suspicions, because it's a surprise ending. Because again, this person is like, oh, this guy just wants me to show me some magic. He's been practicing, right? And when you mess up the trick, they're like, no, that's not the card. And then they look up and they see it in your mouth. Now they actually start taking you seriously. That's what a great opener should do. It should have a surprise so that the spectator is actually caught off guard, and then they start taking you seriously and they want to see more. So that's what this trick accomplishes. And again, it's just the tip over change mixed with a little bit of misdirection. So whenever they say stop, and I already have the pinky down here, they say stop, it's in a thumb break. I peel the card off and turn it over. And again, it's the 9 of diamonds. So as I turn it back over, I'm going to drop this on top, open this up, and place it inside. Again, about that much. That way they won't feel obligated to check. And you say, push that in for me. You be low, you say, push it in for me. They push it in, and it's already in your mouth. You don't need to do slow. You might think you might need to take it really slow. Just say, just push it down for me. It's that fast. That's all it takes. So here, Ace of Hearts, it's placed in the middle. You say, push that in for me. And when you snap lower to the deck. Don't come up here and do that like I did in the beginning. Because you don't want them to be like, oh, look up to where you're snapping, right? Because they're not supposed to see the card in your mouth yet. So, there it is. You put it in the middle. You say, push that in for me. And it's already in my mouth. And you don't need to talk. Just say, and then look at them. And then they'll look up to try and tell you that, no, that's not the card. But before they can say anything, they see it in your mouth. And it's the biggest surprise ending yet. That's the perfect opener to any Magic routine. There you go, card to mouth. One of my favorites. I perform it all the time. And now you can too. That's all we got. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. How quickly can we get to 100 subscribers, guys? That's all I got. See you Monday. Remember, we perform To Amaze. See you next week.